It is 11 p.m. The house is dark. The world outside has finally gone quiet. You are lying in bed, seeking the rest you deserve. But there is a noise. It is not a sound you hear with your ears. It is a hum, a vibration, a constant, low-frequency buzzing inside your skull. Did I reply to that email? I need to schedule the car inspection. Why did I say that awkward thing to my boss 3 years ago? I am running out of milk. You try to push the thoughts away. You turn over the pillow to the cool side. You tell yourself to sleep, but the thoughts do not leave. They loop. They circle like vultures waiting for something to die. This is not insomnia, and you are not crazy. You are suffering from a glitch in your biological software. Your operating system is trying to run too many applications in the background, and your battery is draining, even while you are plugged into the wall. Most people believe that stress comes from having too much to do, but that is a lie. Stress does not come from the work that is sitting on your desk. Stress comes from the work that is sitting in your head. Today, we are going to stop the loop. We are going to look at the architecture of your anxiety, and we are going to remove the one brick that brings the whole wall of noise crashing down. Stay with me. Let us diagnose the sickness before we prescribe the cure. The problem you are facing is invisible, which makes it dangerous. If you had a broken leg, you would rest. If you had a fever, you would sleep. But this feels like a personal failure. It manifests in 3 specific ways. See if you recognize yourself here. First, it appears in your focus. You are trying to write a report, or perhaps you're reading a book to your child. You are physically present, your body is in the chair, but your mind is split. Part of you is reading the words on the page, but another part, a significant percentage of your RAM, is holding on to a reminder that you need to call the bank. You aren't fully reading. You aren't fully working. You are in a state of continuous partial attention. You are a ghost in your own life. Second, it appears in your patience. You find yourself snapping at people you love. Your spouse asks a simple question, "What do you want for dinner?" And you feel a spike of rage. Why? It isn't about the dinner, it is because your brain is currently juggling 15 invisible balls, and that simple question feels like someone throwing a 16th ball at your head. You have no capacity left to catch it. Third, and most painfully, it appears in your rest. This is the Sunday scaries. The inability to sit on a park bench and simply watch the leaves move in the wind. You feel a phantom pressure, a guilt that whispers, you should be doing something else. Why are we built this way? Why does the human mind torture itself with unfinished tasks? We have to go back to the savannah. Your brain is an ancient survival machine. It was not designed for Excel spreadsheets or text messages. It was designed to keep you from being eaten. In the ancient world, an unfinished task was a threat. I heard a twig snap, but I haven't investigated it yet. I saw a lion track, but I haven't found the lion. If your ancestors forgot about the open loop, they died. So nature gave us a mechanism, a mental alarm that rings and rings and rings until the task is completed. This mechanism kept us alive for 100,000 years. But today, the alarm is ringing because you haven't responded to a group chat. The alarm is ringing because you need to buy printer toner. Your biological hardware hasn't changed, but the software of modern life is incompatible. You are treating minor administrative tasks with the same neurological urgency as a predator in the bushes, and it is exhausting you. There is a name for this phenomenon. It is called the Zeigarnik Effect. The story of its discovery is quite beautiful. It begins in Berlin in the 1920s. A psychologist named Bluma Zeigarnik was sitting in a busy restaurant. Imagine the scene, the clatter of porcelain cups against saucers, the thick haze of cigarette smoke, the murmur of intellectual conversation. Zeigarnik watched the waiters. These waiters were incredible. They would take orders from large tables without writing anything down. 2 coffees, 1 strudel, a glass of wine, 3 soups. They remembered perfectly. They held the complex orders in their minds with absolute clarity. But Zeigarnik noticed something strange. The moment the bill was paid, the very second the transaction was finished, the waiter forgot the order completely. If you asked them 2 minutes later what you had eaten, they couldn't tell you. The memory was wiped. She realized something profound about the human mind. We hold on tightly to unfinished tasks. We ruminate on them, we rehearse them. But once a task is finished, the brain allows itself to let go. Here is the trap of modern life. The waiter had a clear moment of completion. The bill was paid. But you have no moment of completion. Your work is never done. The laundry is never fully finished. You just wear the clothes and dirty them again. The emails never stop coming. The project has no clear end, only milestones. so your brain never gets a signal to let go. You are walking around with 1,000 unpaid bills in your head, and your mental waiter is trying to remember all of them at once. Hustle culture tells you the solution is to work harder. Clear the inbox, they say, grind until it's done. But this is a fool's errand. You cannot empty the ocean with a spoon. If you try to finish everything to find peace, you will die waiting. We need a different approach. We need the unrushed approach. Think of a juggler. A juggler can manage 3 balls, maybe 4. If he is a master, maybe 7. But if you throw 20 balls at him, he will not just drop the new ones. He will drop all of them. The solution is not to learn to juggle 20 balls. The solution is to put the balls in a basket. When the balls are in the basket, they are safe. You know where they are. You don't have to carry their weight. You can pick them up one by one when you are ready. This is the shift. We must trick the brain into believing the task is handled, even if it isn't finished. So, how do we build this basket? We are going to perform a ritual called the brain dump. I know, it sounds simple. It sounds too easy to be effective. Your brain acts like a sophisticated skeptic. It wants a complex solution for a complex problem. Ignore that voice. Here's exactly what you will do. You will take a physical piece of paper and a pen. Do not use your phone. Do not use a laptop. Screens are portals to more noise. Paper is silent. The paper is final. There is a friction to writing with ink that signals commitment to the brain. Sit down in a quiet place and begin to capture the open loops. Write down everything that is currently pulling at your attention. The big things. Fix the leak in the roof. Prepare for the quarterly review. The small things. Buy toothpaste. Text mom. The vague things. I feel weird about my health. I need to exercise more. Do not organize them. Do not prioritize them. Do not make a to-do list that you intend to execute today. Just vomit it onto the page. Get it out of your neurons and onto the cellulose. As you write, you will feel resistance. Your brain will scream, writing this down doesn't solve the problem. The roof is still leaking. But you must trust the process. By writing it down, you are exploiting the loophole in the Zeigarnik Effect. You are telling your primal brain, this is captured, this is safe. We will not forget this. You can stop ringing the alarm now. Cognitive load theory tells us our working memory is tiny. It is a post-it note, not a hard drive. When you move the data from the post-it note to the notebook, you clear the RAM. Do this until there is nothing left, until the buzzing stops. Then close the notebook and walk away. You haven't done the work, but you have quieted the noise. You have put the balls in the basket. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. When your mind is cluttered, you are reactive. You are a leaf blowing in the wind, driven by whichever anxiety screams the loudest. When your mind is clear, you are the architect. You choose which brick to lay next. The goal of life is not to have an empty inbox. The goal is to have a mind capable of stillness. Give yourself permission to put the burden down. The paper can hold the weight. You don't have to. Stay unrushed.